Lenôtre has agreed today to prepare another dessert, the Saint Honore Chantilly. And believe me, from the list of ingredients, I think you're going to enjoy this. He has started with 2 cups of sugar and 4 spoonfuls of water and 5 drops of lemon juice. And those are cooking on the stove. And when they cook long enough, they turn into a kind of caramel. He explains that you will know that they're ready when this syrup turns a deep, kind of a goldish brown color. And that's how you know that it's turning into caramel and that it's ready. Lenôtre takes little beignets cookies, which are made by General Biscuit of France, and he dips them into the caramel sauce and puts them on a special kind of wax paper to cool. He cautions you, though, that this has to be done very carefully because the syrup, of course, is boiling hot and you don't want to burn your fingers. And it also must be done very quickly because the caramel sauce is starting to cool and you have to dip the cookies in before the caramel sauce gets too cool. If you want, he says, you can kind of stab the cookie on a fork and dip it in so that you can protect your fingers. The wax paper, of course, won't let the caramel stick. And now Lenôtre takes 8 palmito cookies, another cookie that's made by Lou, and uses a technique he describes that pastry cooks all over the world use. He dips it carefully, quickly, into the caramel sauce and sets those to dry again on the wax paper. When the caramel sauce on the cookies finally cools, we can begin the cream preparation. Cold liquid cream, about a pint, is poured into a chilled blender and beaten very, very rapidly for a few minutes. He explains now that all of these recipes are in his book that was written by his daughter Sylvie. Into the stiffened whipped cream, Lenôtre adds 3 tablespoons of granulated sugar and 1 teaspoon of vanilla. And now the chantilly cream is finished. Now, before you begin, you are to have ready 1 prepared pie crust that you can make yourself or purchase from a store. Lenôtre also has the recipe in his book. Watch how Lenôtre takes the whipped cream and puts it carefully into his pastry bag that has a decorating nozzle attached. See how he holds the bag with his hands, and he puts pressure on the bag as he squeezes the whipped cream into the pie crust. He starts by going around the edge, and then he makes little circles with the cream. He's slowly filling in this pie crust until it's filled with whipped cream. Oh, this looks great. What he does now is take little beignets cookies from Lou, again, and arranges them very carefully around the outside for decoration. And see how the caramel glaze that he had dipped it into makes the cookies shine. It's a very pretty dessert. Very appetizing. It makes me hungry watching him. The dessert is finished off with the palmito cookies, the big ones that he dipped in caramel. And in the center of the dessert, he places the palmitos around like a beautiful rose. The cake serves 8 people, and it is the Saint Honore Chantilly, made with the beignets and palmito cookies of Lou from General Biscuit. Lenôtre says now, my friends, bon appétit!